Welcome to another Transformers Prime review. This time we're looking at the Deluxe class Autobot Ratchet figure. Now, I'm a pretty big fan of the Ratchet character from Prime, and gotta say, I'm not a huge fan of this truck. It looks rather McDonald's toyish. It's very small. I don't have anything in vehicle mode right now to really compare it to, but it feels like a Scout class car or truck. It's missing a lot of details. I really would have liked to have the like the beep thing on the sides, and since it's not here in the truck mode, it's not on his arms either when you transform him. The panel lines are pretty bad here. Especially from the side here. This one is a pretty bad one and kind of reminds me of Universe Ironhide with the quality of the panel lines. I'm not sure how accurate this little part is, but this also bugs me just how this big gap is here. No painted rims on the tires. It just looks very plain. And you can see pretty much most of the robot right there. Yeah, fake doors on the chest. I really think this would have been a better figure if it had a more accurate transformation, as like the doors would actually form onto his chest. But that's not the case. Comes with two swords that can attach to the front bumper here. Not very great, but the swords are rubber, so they're quite soft. Same type of rubber that the first edition Optimus had. So, start the transformation. First thing I'm going to do is pull down these sides, and then wiggle this whole section apart like so. Then free out the arms. Gonna get these little pieces out of the way. Right here, I'm gonna separate the legs. Rotate the shins around and form the feet. Pull out the heels. And these fold all the way down. Okay. And then pull out the arm. Fold out the hand. This is actually pretty neat how this little piece here wraps around to form his forearm. Do the same thing on this side. Now this part's really weird because I'm not sure how well this actually really works, but yeah, the part of the revealer's gimmick is that this part is supposed to spring, the head is supposed to spring out once you pull this back, but it didn't work the first time. It only did once, and yeah, now it's stuck again. So that won't work. So get my little tool here. Yeah, I'm gonna take this off camera for a minute. Yeah, now I got it. It's just reasons like that why I hate gimmicks in Transformers, because it just means that there's more variables for something to get fucked up. Something that's really unnecessary. But there's Ratchet in robot mode, and it does look a lot better in robot mode than it did in truck mode. Although I do wish the face was a little bit more accurate. I do feel that if it was a bigger figure, you could get more of the details that he actually has in the show. Like, it doesn't really bother me too much, but I think it would look so much better if it had a full transformation where the doors would swing around and form his chest. And you can see he has the fake bumper here for the shoulders. It's just missing some paint details, like his little antennas are supposed to be red up there, and I wish he had the little, I don't know, heart rate monitor things on his arms. Okay, as far as posability, his head is on a joint, but it's also on the spring-loaded gimmick here, so it can be kind of irritating to actually get a head posability from him. Does have a really good ball joint in the shoulder, swivel, the bicep, standard elbow, a little bit of a limp wrist movement, some waist articulation, ball jointed hip, and fairly standard knee, but it does have this little knee joint gimmick, not really gimmick, joint that's kind of interesting, but the lower legs are so bulky that's kind of troublesome to get any sort of movement beyond that, and does have a little bit of foot articulation, and if you really want to get technical, you can get a little bit side to side too. So posability, he's not really lacking, but you know, nothing great either. Just the head is the really most annoying part as far as posability. And of course you can, this is actually really cool. I do like how the swords are utilized in robot mode. Instead of just having him hold him, you fold in his hand and pop in the sword through the hole in his fist, and gives the illusion that his hands transformed into the blades that he uses. Not often enough, but it looks really good, do I have to say. All in all, it's a decent figure. It's not the best, but it's not by any means the worst either. Definitely had a lot of room for improvement. But it's I think it's going to be the only mainline Ratchet figure we'll get. So if you have to have your complete Autobot squad, then you're probably going to have to get him. I mean, it's not horrible. Transformation's really easy. Truck mode is kind of shit. Robot mode kind of makes up for it because it does look, even though it cheats in the transformation, it does look really accurate. Just needs some minor paint detailing. Before I forget, let's do a little bit of size comparison. So here he is with first edition Bumblebee. So you see that from this angle he looks like he's a little bit taller, but yeah, he's a little bit taller. Which on my shelf he looked like he was the same height, which is weird. And here he is next to his commander, Optimus Prime, and you can't even see his head. So yeah, the scale is a little bit off. Ratchet should probably be right about here, but I don't know. So it's not awful. Just the figure's a little bit on the small side, and if it was a little bit bigger, not necessarily Voyager, but just a little bit of a bigger Deluxe, I think they could have got a little bit better of a figure out of it. So it's meh. It's not great. Pick it up if you really like the character. Until next time, thank you for watching.